What's up, YouTube? The Zen Trekker here, coming at you from Santa Fe Springs, California. Yeah, been a long time since my last video, but I've been really busy these last, whatever it's been since my last video, 6 months, 8 months or something like that. But yesterday was a big day. My 1 year anniversary at JB Hunt. So I've been running JB Hunt Intermodal out of Southgate, California, which essentially is Los Angeles, for 1 year now. And I would say like the last 8 months has just been routine. Like the first, I don't know, depending on how experienced you are, of course, but I was a pretty new driver when I came on here. I had like 6 months experience when I came on board here. You know, it took me like two to 3 months to like really figure things out. Then after like the 3 month mark, like I really got the ball rolling, and by the 6 month mark, you know, I was good to go. So from like 6 months, I started like making the money that, you know, that I expect to make every day, you know, for the rest of my tenure here. Like once you hit that 6 month mark, you pretty much hit every issue and hit every problem and figured every logistical issue out that you're gonna face on this type of account. So that was really a turning point for me. So anybody who is like thinking of going to JB Hunt Intermodal, or just starting out, like give it a good 6 months, because definitely that 6 month mark was a big number for me. Couple of things that I really like about JB Hunt Intermodal. Number one is the work. I like being a local intermodal driver. Of course, I like going home every night. I like having my weekends free. I work Monday through Friday. I work days. I start at 6 a.m. I usually finish like right about 5 p.m. 1700. So I work about 11 hours a day. I have the option of working a 6th day if I want to. A lot of weekends, especially when we're busy, and we've been really freaking busy the last like 4 to 6 months. Since like, I would say since March, we've been non-stop really busy. Probably 2 or 3 weekends a month, they actually offer an incentive bonus to come in for a 6th day. They don't put pressure on you, like you don't have to come in, but you know, they offer extra money, anywhere from like 100 to 200 bucks just to walk in the door on your 6th day. So basically you come in on Saturday, or you come in on Sunday, you work an extra day, and on top of whatever you make that day for your, you know, for your loads and for your miles, you get an extra 100 to 200 bucks depending on what the incentive is that weekend. Now in the summertime, I don't usually work a lot of incentive days. Just because, you know, I got a kid who's home from college. My other kid is home, like she's going into high school, so she, you know, she's also home for the summer. So I like to hang out with the family on the weekends, especially during the summertime. Although when they do offer a $200 bonus to come in, that's pretty hard to say no to. So I have worked a couple of weekends just for that $200 bonus, because shoot, you can make some pretty good bank with the 200. I can make like 450 bucks on a Saturday with the $200 bonus. The other thing is with the holiday pay, like July 4th, I made like $1,000 in 2 days, just because I worked on the holiday, so I got my holiday pay plus what I made that day, plus they offered an incentive on Saturday, so I got the incentive pay on the Saturday plus what I made that day. I made over $1,000 in 2 days that weekend. So there were a couple exceptions where I did work holidays and weekends over the summer, but generally I work Monday to Friday, about 55 hours a week, and I do about 4 loads a day. I like to work just because it's enough driving, you know, to keep you sharp and keep you driving. There's a lot of tight quarters driving, like some of the places we go to, you know, the streets are kind of tight, and some of the yards are pretty tight. And then there's other places we go to that are just like in the middle of, you know, in the middle of nowhere, or in the middle of like a big industrial area, and big yards, easy backings and stuff like that. So, definitely different every day. You run into all different kinds of things every day. I'm hooking and unhooking my trailer several times a day, so I'm staying active enough during the day, like getting out of the truck, checking in, unhooking, hooking, enough to keep me busy and break up, the driving and break up the waiting, like sitting on a dock waiting, which is what I'm doing right now. So I like it. JB Hunt treats us really well. They don't put a lot of, it's not like a forced work environment. So, you have to work a minimum of either 8 or 9 hours minimum. They encourage you to do 10 to 12 hours, which is what I do. And then there are other guys that when it's busy, they'll run their clocks out every day and work, 13-hour days every day. And there's a difference in the money. If the guys who work minimum, and do their 8-9 hours a day, those guys usually make like around $200 or so, give or take. Probably like 190 to 220. Once you bump up to 4 loads a day and working around 11 hours a day, now you're kind of like me and you're making like 250, 260 a day. I probably average somewhere in the high 250s per day. There are days where I make close to $300, but usually I'm like right in that 250, 260 per day range. The guys who work 13 hours a day and they're running 5-6 loads a day, those guys are cracking $300 a day. So it's definitely doable if you want to work those long days. Obviously I love going home every night, and I drive an hour each way back and forth to work. So if I work more than 12 hours, it starts getting really tough. I start getting real tired pretty quick during the week. So I try to keep it to where I'm finishing up around 5 o'clock every day. I'm gonna be at JB Hunt for a while. I'm not going anywhere. The work is good. They treat you well. The fleet managers are there to support you, not to supervise you. They help you. They keep you moving. If you have problems, they're like real responsive. It's almost like they're working for you. Technically they're, it's your supervisor, because technically they, approve your pay and approve your like annual reviews and stuff. So technically they're your supervisor, but like on a day-to-day, like reality basis, like real life basis, they're support. They're supporting drivers. And JB Hunt is really driver friendly. Like JB Hunt, they don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. They like really value their drivers and they treat us real well. We get paid for holidays, so I get 6 paid holidays. Well, now that I'm here a year, my paid time off days, my PTO days, I earned 12 PTO days the first year. Now going in my second year, I'll earn 16 PTO days by the end of the year. So that's 16 days of paid time off, 6 holidays. Obviously you can work the holidays if you want to. You can carry over your PTO days if you want to. You can cash out your PTO days if you want to. A lot of good benefits to working for JB Hunt. So I'm really happy here. And like I said, I'm not going anywhere for a while. But just wanted to update you guys on what's going on with me. And everything is good. Everything is happy. And I'm loving life at JB Hunt Intermodal. I'll post up my email like in the explanation section for the video if you want to email me or anything like that. If you got any questions, there've been a couple of guys that I got in touch with like through YouTube. There's one guy that I'm in touch with all the time. He's working over at Prime Inc. Like he got his license and then he signed on with Prime Inc. and he's working with a trainer doing like that whole training thing for Prime, and he's doing well. So if you're interested in asking questions, if you're a new driver, I'm not here to give you advice because I'm a pretty new driver myself, under 2 years experience. So it's not like I know it all. I'm still learning, and even experienced drivers, you're always still learning. But I'm happy to answer questions if I can. I'm happy to share my experiences, which is what I've been doing on YouTube. The whole point of these YouTube videos is basically like for people who know me to kind of track, how I've been doing. And for people who don't know me, who are like new drivers or experienced drivers who are wondering about JB Hunt or some of the other places I worked. Like I worked at Schneider before this for 6 months on the Dollar General account, and then before that I got my license through the Swift driving school, and I worked for like a little over a week for Swift with on a truck with a trainer. That's a whole other story. But you could go back and look at all my videos. You can see the whole story if you haven't seen the other videos. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Hope, if you're a driver, be safe. Make sure you're wearing your mask and, steering clear of that COVID. And if you're a friend or family, love you guys. Hope all is well. And talk to you soon. Peace.